45 acres north of Duluth, Minnesota in Chisholm. My name is Miles McLaughlin here at Wilco Land. What we do is we buy and sell raw lands. We focus on unique and epic properties, and we offer cash discounts for cash buyers and seller financing as well. So we do offer more of a self-service model. So keep that in mind. In this video, I'm going to cover a lot of FAQs, common questions that I get. I'm going to talk about a big thing like access on this property. So had a great photographer go out here. We've got some great imagery off this gravel road of this property. If you're looking for a hunting retreat, something for a cabin in the woods, this could be a great candidate for that. So getting into this property, this is up in St. Louis County, Minnesota. Perfect mix of untouched backwoods, basically. And, the property is in wetlands that may limit traditional building. Camping's allowed, recreation's allowed. However, our photographer said the ditch along the road was a little marshy and swampy, but the property opened up to high ground. And so I do have wetlands imagery right here. I want to cover this. This is, part of the reason we have the property priced at where we have it priced. So we have the property priced with all things considered. Really, our photographer had some really great feedback on how the majority of the property was dry, is what he had mentioned. So, he had mentioned it was some kind of wet and marshy along the road here. I'm assuming with the, with some of the topography that creates that there. Could you put in a culvert, a driveway, and put something back? Could you put a driveway and some fill in and get back here? So this is not wetlands, this big section of the property. So that could be traditional building. Could you get some sort of driveway in along the property here? I don't know. We are in the 21st century. There are people that build in these type of areas. There are ways to do it, right? So we do have it priced with these challenges in mind. We have it priced as a recreational land investment. So, and there is some area outside of wetlands on the property as well. So keep that in mind. A lot of northern Minnesota, we're going to see these type of wetlands. It doesn't scare many people off, but just keep in mind, you do want to get the right price on a property when you have that in consideration. So going through, like land viewings and how you go access a property, I'm simply going to use GPS coordinates here. You can pull them up on Google Maps and go take a look at the property. I really recommend using an app like Onyx Maps. That'll help you identify corner markers and whatnot. So again, we're way north of Duluth here on the way to the Boundary Waters. It's a great recreational property. And let me pull it up on Onyx Maps for you. This is my favorite app when it comes to land viewings. I'm simply plugging in the GPS coordinates. I have the pro version, the upgraded version, and I do have a blog on the website about how to use this app for land visits. So to the south of us here is the Department of Forestry, 220 acres. And then we've got this property here along a gravel road. So easy access here. When you're walking the property, a little blue dot on your phone, if you have the upgraded version, you can walk around on the property and see that little blue dot tracking you. And you can see the parcel lines or the lot boundaries. So here's something interesting. This person's developed on the neighboring property, which is a really similar topography and terrain. Let's pull up the wetlands map again and see what that looks like over there. So again, they're right outside of it, right? Is there something you can do to put a driveway in, an elevated driveway, some sort of culvert, some sort of fill to put a driveway in the back of the property and develop traditionally? If not, are there other options? In a worst case scenario, tree forts, camping, recreation, deer hunting, and things like that. So getting back to Onyx Maps, showing you where we're at. To the north of the property is also state land, so Minnesota government lands, about 300 and something acres. So this area in general, you're going to see a lot of public lands, a lot of state lands available for recreation. So again, pretty straightforward property when it comes to development. Get with the county, get with local well drillers, local septic companies, and things like that, even local builders. When it comes to land use, go to zoning here. And we've got the zoning for the property. You can click here and view, read more about Minnesota zoning in St. Louis County. And you'd go to Forest Agricultural Management, FAM3. Lastly, like I said, camping and RVs is allowed here, and power posts are along the road where you access the property. So give us a call if you have questions. I've got other land investments here in northern Minnesota. Again, my name's Miles McLaughlin, 605-299-5553. Thanks for viewing.